Hello Taurus, welcome to your reading for March 2020. I hope you guys are doing well. It is a little bit late where I am, so this reading will probably not be up until tomorrow, which is Sunday, and I don't remember the exact date, but that's just gonna have to wait until I can look at my phone. Okay, moving on. Crowning your reading, Taurus, is the Chariot in the reverse. This talks about delays, um, treading lightly in a situation to where you don't necessarily go full speed ahead. This talks about, slowing down, if not completely going and, putting a stop to something, whether that be you or someone around you. And then the energy around you is Earth, the 9 of Earth. This talks about stability and grounding, but with it being the number 9, nines kind of signify endings, finality, change especially, and then the Ace of Fire. I kind of saw this as soon as I started shuffling, and then it came out again. This talks about the sun, which is obviously a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, but I'm mostly feeling there is a Leo. Maybe someone has Leo in their chart. I'm hearing Cancer sun, Leo Venus, or Leo rising. And it could be flipped around, so take it how it resonates and leave the rest. But I do see a lot of fire in your reading, a lot of fire. I was also getting that someone may be very sad about the ending if you are separated from someone or you have been pulled away from someone. I don't feel like it was by choice. Some of you guys, you may just be not speaking to one another, and it may be because of circumstances that have pulled you guys apart. Others of you guys, you may just be feeling very distant from your partners if you are in a relationship, okay? And then we have the Ace of Elements here, which kind of tells me, again, there's a circumstance going on. I can definitely feel like a story coming out. There's a circumstance that has kind of pulled you guys apart or has made it complicated for you to be together. Okay, now first of all, in the past energy, we have the Hermit, the King of Chalices, and the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So some of you guys are definitely dealing with a Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascending. Could be dealing with a Virgo as well. This talks about putting in a lot of work and not receiving the benefits or the reciprocation when I see the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse like this. But the Hermit also talks about going within, reflecting, self-care, okay? A lot of internalized things, though. I'm kind of getting the energy that someone doesn't talk about their feelings because they may either not be comfortable, or they internalize a lot of things. Maybe someone fears rejection as well. King of Chalices talks about emotional stability. So in the past, I feel like maybe you had that with somebody. Maybe they wanted to offer you some type of, masculine protection. It's a weird way to say that, but it's almost like this person, they want you to feel like they can take care of you. They also may be very quiet. I'm getting that as well. This person may not talk a lot, but they have a lot of feelings. I feel like you have, either it's been like an unrequited type of situation where one person is putting in the work, or you both, put a lot of work into it and got, not the result that you originally had thought about. In the present day energy, again, we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Knave of Swords in the reverse, and the Hanged Man in the reverse, okay, which is really interesting. I'm getting more of that Virgo type of energy, but I feel that someone is stuck. Someone feels like they can't move. It's more of this stagnant energy, the more of the Chariot in the reverse, but kind of coming out in a different energy, kind of coming out in different cards, but it's the same thing, just multiple times. So you may have even had to like repeat yourself quite a bit with this person, to where you feel like they just weren't listening to you and you just kept repeating yourself and trying to get them to understand your feelings or trying to get them to talk about how they really feel. What I just pulled some clarifiers, guys, and I wasn't meaning to. It just stuck out like a like a nail, okay? Like when you're walking on a deck and there's a nail and it's just like sticking out and it's really obvious to you that it might get hurt. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. And I also got the Death card in the reverse and the Eight of Rods in the reverse. This talks about someone communicating their wish to not end a situation, Scorpionic energy. So I feel like that's happening in the present. Someone may have already done so, or they're doing it very soon. You could be dealing with a Capricorn person. I still feel like someone is either not putting in the work whatsoever, because we have literally the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, both representing either overworking or not working whatsoever. So you may feel that about someone that is just not working, or you feel like they're not putting in any work to make things better. Yeah, so someone has gone off, someone has internalized in the past, and therefore they weren't putting in the effort. They were just internalizing and maybe being a little bit self-indulgent. So this person maybe comes across as very selfish or self-absorbed. I feel like maybe they just have a lot going on, so maybe their energy is just kind of retracted into their own life to kind of support them in the way that they need, but they don't realize how much either they talk about themselves or how much they're so self-involved, okay? I do feel like this person has a very caring, nurturing type of personality, being the King of Chalices. This is a very emotional, like nurturing type of energy. So on the one hand, they're quiet, they're nurturing, but then there's just this thing where they don't put in the work that needs to be, you know, done to keep a relationship going. Knave of Swords in the reverse, someone's not ready to release a nostalgic part of their life, okay? So this is talking about, you know, childhood. You may have a very, like, childish, not immature, but, like, nostalgic type of energy where you guys can just be playful and you don't have to be so serious all the time. That could also just be your energy. This person may feel that you make them feel like they're a kid again, and they're not ready to let that go. I always think about the summertime when I see the Knave of Swords in the reverse. I think about like a small child just running around a field. I think about like families, like a father and his children, okay? So you could definitely be dealing with a Cancer because they're very family oriented. Okay, so then we have the Hanged Man in the reverse. So because someone chose to either put their work into something else, or put their energy into other things besides the relationship and not put their effort into it, they're kind of, you know, they're in this position where they don't know how to get out of that. But I'm seeing it almost being like the feminine didn't either want to work on this in the past, and now the masculine doesn't want to work on it in the present energy. Okay, so you guys mutually at one point in time did not want to work on this. There was stagnant energy coming from the feminine first, and then the masculine in the present. So this person may actually be shutting you out because of your past decisions to not work on it with them, or they feel like your efforts were not very prominent in the past, and so maybe they're just not over that yet. They're not over, you know, the past that you guys share together. Okay. I see the Moon card. It just fell on the floor, and I mean, it came up to where I can physically see it, and it's facing me, and it's like shining really bright, and it's like right beneath my feet, so I can kind of feel this person. They may be trying to get away with something or get away with doing something, and thinking that they just don't have to ever talk about it with you, or vice versa. Someone feels like the information that that maybe you need to know to move on, they're not going to give to you, because they know that, you know, there would be a possibility that you would move on or not care anymore. So they may be withholding some information from you. The Star, but I do see that you will have success, and it may just be with information that comes to you unexpectedly. Okay, this is Aquarius energy. We also have Scorpio here. I have a lot of Earth as well, and Cancer, and then the Moon is Pisces. So there's, I mean, a lot of signs here for sure. So it really could be anyone, but I'm getting most heavily is Cancerian energy and Virgo. Okay, in the future energy, we have the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and then the Five of Chalices. So whoever is this fire energy, this Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, they are, they're wanting to release some type of sadness, some type of depression. Someone actually may overindulge quite a bit to distract themselves, putting all of their energy into kind of like addictive behavior, drinking, smoking, doing things that aren't really serving them in a healthy way. But then we have the Queen of Wands. So when I say the Queen of Wands, I also think about like the other woman. That's always kind of what I think about the Queen of Wands. She's fiery, she's kind of envious, she gets jealous, but she's also, you know, attractive and whatnot, but she's always, this is like the other woman card, for sure. But we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, which kind of makes me think that someone is dealing with a karmic situation. So your person, if you guys are not together right now, they may be with a karmic, dealing with a karmic, and that's why they haven't come forward. They have something else to deal with here. But this person has lessons to learn. Then we have the Eight of Rods, the Death card in the reverse, and the Star card. So some of you guys, you may need to, the advice may be to let this play out and just let it happen the way that it's supposed to, and you will have success, okay? But I see someone communicating that they don't want it to be over. And that just may be like a win for you guys. Maybe you've been waiting on this person to say something, all right? We're going to go ahead and clarify a couple of things. Clarify this Queen of Wands, please. I'm curious to know. Yikes. Okay. So if this is your person, whoever you guys are dealing with, you know, it could be vice versa, so cross watchers, don't get your underwear in a twist, please. But there is another person here, so you guys could also be this Queen of Wands, but I'm more so feeling like this person is dealing with a karmic partner. And with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, it's almost like this person knew intuitively that you would end it with them, okay? So it's kind of like maybe I'll end it first before they have a chance to end it with me type of thing. The Emperor in the reverse, this is someone that wanted control of the situation. So again, they may have just ended things with you so that you wouldn't get the chance to hurt them, but they knew intuitively if you found out about this karmic, maybe it's just that they were seeking other opportunities elsewhere, that that you would leave them. Yeah, and that it would fall apart. Two of Chalices in the reverse. Some of y'all are definitely dealing with a water sign, maybe Pisces, because I do see a lot of purple, so Pisces, we are in Pisces season, so but some of you guys, this ending or this abrupt like halt, it happened around Valentine's Day. This is like my my celebration card. Someone was also not willing to look at the past in a very realistic way. So someone knew that you guys had issues in the past. Maybe they just kind of glazed over it, or they didn't deal with the conflict head on, and maybe they just kind of like dodged the conversation every time you tried to go about it, and they just didn't want to talk about it, and it was uncomfortable. This person was also kind of greedy with their money, okay? So it kind of seems like this person just kind of gave you the short end of the stick because they didn't want to deal with conflict. They didn't want to deal with certain things. So maybe they chose an easier way out. But for some reason, I don't think that this person felt any better okay? They inevitably knew that you would leave, so they kind of chose to do so otherwise. And I feel like this person has very intense lessons to learn. Alright, we're going to go back into this death card and then the communication. Tell me about the death card. Whoa, that came out really quick. King of Pentacles. Okay, this is the masculine. You could be the more masculine person or vice versa. This is the masculine. Okay, I always think about when I see this. Yes, Aries. Aries, the Emperor, is the most masculine card in the deck, but also, I don't know, like this is the wealthy man. This is the stable man. This is the father. I always think about this as like the King Capricorn card, the King of Pentacles. He may not be as, you know, fiery and domineering as the Emperor, but he's almost this poised, put together, masculine. Like, he's a businessman. I mean, the Emperor is definitely a businessman too, but he's more of a, you know, he controls the kingdom. King of Pentacles, he owns multiple businesses. This is like, you know, this is a businessman. He's wealthy, he's stable, he's grounded. And this may not be the way that you feel about your masculine, but this is how he wants you to feel about him. Alright, tell me more about the King of Pentacles, please. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles, please. This one's sticking out to me. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So this person may have been very cruel. The King of Pentacles may have been very cruel to you, my feminines, or it could have been my feminines that were cruel to my King of Pentacles. Someone has a very sharp tongue. Someone also likes to cuss the soul out of people. And there it is, the Ten of Swords. This talks about betrayal and cruelty, along with the Queen of Swords. Someone was cruel and harsh with their words. Yeah, somebody got stabbed in the back here. And they know that. This King of Pentacles, they may actually want to communicate something around the ending of this whole thing. So if this person has ended it with you and they're giving you the cold shoulder, they want to communicate something about the ending. So they may just want to give you some type of clarity or closure. And then the Queen of Swords, whoever was wronged here, especially if it's a feminine, whoever was, you know, the one who is being cruel to, you will have success no matter what. But this person definitely wants to offer you some type of communication. Okay, the Five of Swords. There is competition here, though. Definitely. So just keep that in mind. I mean, oh, and the Lovers. This is definitely a soulmate that you guys are dealing with here. You could have been living with this person or had some type of soul contract with them. You might have even felt like you knew them from a past life, okay? Person has a very like familiar personality to them. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get some advice cards. I want to see what the guides have to say for your advice. I think this was pretty clear cut, pretty understandable. Let's get some advice cards. And there it is, the Otter Spirit. You are never alone. This talks about your heart chakra space being a little bit more open. So I know that you guys may feel a little bit closed off to love right now because of your experiences with this person especially. But just know that Spirit has your back. And then for breaking down to 2, you may have a decision to make. And when this person wants to communicate with you, you need to prepare yourself for that. Especially after you guys check in with this video and you know you're seeing the signs that this person is going to want to communicate. There's still competition. There is still competition. I see 3. Um, 3 angels, so this person may have 3 different people, okay? You would know if that was your situation. Okay, anything else? I almost just said Virgo, so some of you guys are definitely dealing with a Virgo person. Alright, we have the Bee Spirit, number 7, sweet results await. So I feel like you guys have good things coming your way. Aside from the situation, I definitely think that you guys have a lot to look forward to, so don't get too down about the situation. If you've been waiting on communication, it's definitely coming, okay? Someone wants to talk about the situation, and you may have to make that decision. You may have to have the ball in your court, and it may be uncomfortable, but you guys will definitely get through this no matter what. Alright guys, I appreciate your likes, shares, comments, subscribes. I am open for personal readings. Please check the description box below, and please, I just want to go ahead and mention that I would appreciate if you guys would, you know, acknowledge that when you email or DM me, that I only take, you know, serious inquiries. I'm definitely serious about the people that ask me for readings and stuff, so all of my prices are on all of my social medias, my Twitter at sunlovertarot1, and on my email address, which are both listed in the description box. If you want a reading, let me know, but again, check the prices before you you message me, please, because I have a lot going on and I can't really waste time if you're not like 100% serious about the reading, okay? And I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for all that you do, and I will see you guys in the mid-month readings for March.